What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down Biggie Boy Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Curtis Blaydes. Really dope fight in the heavyweight division. If we look at the rankings and where these guys are ranked, though, if I go search it up, bada bing, bada boom. I think Curtis is in the top five. Let me look. Yeah, Curtis Blaydes, number 4, Jairzinho, number 6. So 4 and 6 going at it. Really dope matchup. Both guys are, looking to get back in title contention. And the story is pretty much, obviously one guy's protecting their spot and another guy's trying to get a new spot, right? And that's pretty much what it comes down to in the rankings. But yeah, man, it's, two different tales, though. Curtis coming off a loss, Biggie Boy coming off a victory. So, different kind of confidence that both guys are going to be coming into. So we're going to see what's up. But in terms of record, Curtis comes with a record of 14-3. Is fighting out of Denver, Colorado, age 30, a height of 6'4", and a reach of 80. Biggie Boy, 12-2, fights out of Saram, age 33, a height of 6'4", and a reach of 78. So Curtis does have the reach advantage, which is interesting. And I guess I gotta say, I gotta talk about the elephant in the room. I don't know. Am I famous for this? It's probably one of my better predictions of all time. It's hard to say which one's like. I wouldn't say it's my better one, or it's just one that got me hyped up. Obviously, me predicting that Derek Lewis would knock this dude out. For last year, I've kind of trashed Curtis, especially in 2020. Obviously I did pick Volkov, and he did beat Volkov, right? So he proved me wrong there, and I did pick JDS, and he proved me wrong there. But for a long time, I criticized him for hinging and kind of lunging into takedowns and not having proper takedowns, because I do come from a wrestling background, and I know what I am seeing, and I am seeing a deficiency in his game, and the way he was setting up his takedowns, he didn't have a penetration shot. There's a lot of things I saw, and I expected better from him. It wasn't me hating on him. I know everyone thinks I hate this guy. I don't have no hate towards this man. I never met him. He never did anything to me. But yeah, I said some things I am not proud of about him, and I do apologize. I really do, because he is a good kid, and he's not a bad person, and I feel like that's something that got kind of missed in translation when I was ranting on him. But he just was a little overrated. I think that's the best way to say it. And, I do feel bad for him, because it's like he is missing some really key parts in his game. But if he ends up fixing those holes, he's right there in championship level fighter. He's right there. I will not take that away from him. He's a good fighter. And he has good power. I think his Muay Thai is actually pretty decent. He has a good 1-2. And he's super strong, and he probably has, pound for pound, one of the best ground and pound in the game. And that's what it comes down to. And I always found it hilarious that everyone's like, I've heard people say, "Hey man, Francis Ngannou should go to Trevor Whitman." I don't know what the relationship with Curtis and Trevor is, but I've never seen Trevor hold pads for him. I feel like hopefully he does get work with him. I don't know. I don't think so. But that's something that he probably needs, and something I've always wondered why he's never teamed up with him. And probably his game would get better. And one of the things I've always felt like the problem with Curtis is his transitions to boxing and wrestling, or striking to wrestling. He didn't know how to set up some of his takedowns. Now, sometimes the takedowns were just too good, and some guys didn't know how to counter it. But I always saw if he fought someone with crazy knockout power, like a Derek, and like a Francis, or someone with crazy cardio that can outlast him, right? Like a Volkov. And Volkov almost got him, y'all. People forget that Volkov almost got him. Especially he hurt him in the fifth round, and he won the fourth round. A lot of people forget that. I almost had him, blood. He almost had him, but it just wasn't his day. But these fights are very important for him to make certain adjustments and make those improvements he needs. And in the Derek Lewis fight, I give him his credit. He looked good. I rewatched. I was like somewhat amazed, proud of the kid almost. I'm like, maybe this kid isn't as bad as I thought he was. Maybe I gotta stop hating on him. And I kind of look at this fight as almost as redemption for him. this is an opportunity to not only, silence my former criticisms, and maybe current criticisms, of him. And it's a real opportunity to go out there and show out and put out and show that people, you're still on the map. Not every loss is a setback. It's a lesson, really. That's how I look. Every L you take, you don't have to take it as a loss. You take it as a lesson. And I hopefully he learned something from the Derek fight. And then that's the most important thing from this fight that Curtis can really take from. And with Biggie Boy's on a different kind of role, though. He's coming off a really good victory over Augusto Sakai, an obvious, fence grabber, a cheater, just an overall, my humble, dirtbag. But, obviously I'm not the biggest fan of Sakai. But, he took him out of there, taught him a lesson, sat him down, and said, don't ever get back up. Just sit down there, punk. And he took him out of there, and he got the victory. And now he's in a different, trajectory, because he lost to Cyril Gane, who's the interim champion, and got dominated. He lost to Francis Ngannou, got killed. But he was a big hype train, right? Everyone was really hyped on him, his kickboxing, all that. And we're gonna see where Jairzinho falls into that level of power with Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis. And I humbly feel like I don't think he hits as hard as them, but he does hit hella hard. He hits different. If I don't know, maybe him and Derek might. You never know. That one, I'm willing to debate. Him and Ngannou, no. But, but Derek beat Ngannou. So it's like, it's kind of like, yo. But, Jairzinho is given another opportunity to top 5 guy. And obviously he didn't do too well against, no, Cyril wasn't top 5. But at the time they fought. But, he's given an opportunity kind of to get back into it. And he's super confident now. I could see it. Even the way he fought Augusto, he just was filled with just a new, I don't know, a sense of energy, and he just looked hyped up, and he was ready to fight that day. But I don't know, obviously Curtis is not Sakai, and that's what we're going to see. Now, Jairzinho does have a good list of opponents he's beaten in terms of notable wins, right? You got to go with, Sakai, Junior Dos Santos, Alistair Overeem, Andre Arlovski. Those are probably his better wins. He does have the win over Crowder and Junior Albini. But, and he has the loss to Francis Ngannou, who is the champion, and a loss to Cyril Gane, who is the interim champion. So no shame in that. Now, Curtis, he has a legit resume. When you look at it, he's fought a who's, right? He's fought Derek Lewis, Volkov, Junior Dos Santos, Shamil, Justin Willis, Ngannou, Alistair Overeem, Mark Hunt, Alexei Oleinik, and he fought Ngannou twice, and he has a win over Alan Crowder too. So he kind of not only outmatches and matches Rozenstruik in terms of the notable victories that he has in the division. He's steamrolled against everybody. He's only lost to power punchers, and this is one power puncher he's gonna have to beat. He's had this trial and error over and over and over again, and we're gonna see, does he make true improvements? Really, for Rozenstruik, my only kind of advice, or I guess path to victory for him, is you have the counters. Use your sprawls. Don't get near the fence. Stay in the center. Go forward. Don't let him take up all the space, right? And don't let him kick your legs. Don't let him throw that jab. Put pressure on him. Make him shoot for a scary ass shot and counter, right? He has the knees. He has the kicks. He has the uppercuts. He has the punches. He has the power. And he is a natural counter striker, so it should play into his game. And that, those are the ways I can see him winning. For Curtis, Curtis has to use the 1-2. He has to put pressure. Jairzinho has shown that he doesn't throw punches and combinations. He waits. So be the more active fighter. Use your clinch situations. He was taken down by Cyril Gane, and then Junior Albini fight. It was bad, and he looked like he had no ground game. Against Alistair Overeem, he was taken down. He's losing most of that fight. And he does train with Alistair, so he's going to learn some things, and his coaches and stuff like that, they're going to know some things about Jairzinho. So use your wrestling and just put it on him. And, and that's a way I can see him winning. Obviously, I would love to see Curtis use his submission ability. Obviously he has the reach advantage. Use your jab, use your 1-2, set those takedowns up. Don't hinge, penetrate, shoot, level change. I need to see that knee hit the ground, right? Angles. I need to see a lot of different things out of Curtis for me to. He can win this way how he normally wins, and I will never be sold on him. But if he goes out here and makes the proper adjustments, and if I see not only well-tuned wrestling and well-tuned striking, I'm willing to say this kid has a chance of fighting for a belt. I don't know if he can ever be a champion, but it's not even about being a champion for Curtis. It's about fighting for the belt. And these are expectations that people have had for this kid. And he's young. He has a family. And I know what he wants. He wants to be a world champion. Now, Curtis, I got a real question for you. Are you going to make those adjustments? Or are you going to let this power puncher beat you again and figure you out and know that all you got is a blast double, which isn't even a good blast double? You just fucking damn near you don't even squat, you hinge into it. And are you just going to get knocked out again? Or are you going to make those adjustments? Are you going to get better? You're going to take this motherfucker down a proper way, show him some wrestling ropes, or the wrestling tropes, and give him that 1-2, give him that boxing, give him those things that you need to do, and put it on him and get a TKO. That's really what I got for Curtis, man. I got nothing against this kid. I want to see this kid win. I don't hate this kid. I know a lot of people think I hate him. I don't. He got what he deserved that day. I'm not gonna punch a man while he's down. He's a good young kid. He's a good kid. I had nothing against the kid. He watches Bleach. I was watching Bleach when I was a lot younger, so I saw that on his IG and I kind of smiled. And he's a good guy. He's not a bad person, and I hope the best for him. I do think he will finish Jairzinho ground and pound. I'm saying second round or third round, those kind of areas. That's how I'm feeling. Jairzinho can win this fight though. He does have that one hitter quitter, but and we've seen that doesn't matter how big the beard is for Curtis, right? He's still gonna get knocked out. But if Curtis makes those adjustments, uses his defense, uses his wrestling, and uses his offense and striking, he can win this fight. I gotta go with Curtis Blaydes. I'm second round ground. I'll say second round. But or he could get a decision. I can even see Curtis even winning on the feet. If he uses his reach properly. But it's kind of dependent on what he does. But yeah, I got Curtis Blaydes, second round ground and pound. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do not forget to follow me on my Instagram. Do not forget to follow me on my Twitter. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Tell me who you're going with in the comments. And yeah, love y'all and goodbye. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. And I'm out of here.
Curtis, a lot of emotion went into that fight with all the build-up. How does it feel to finally put this behind you?
It feels so good to shut him up. Big Titty, go home. Go home, work on your wrestling. Go home.